Good meeting on Friday with the Steelers. It was sort of exploratory in nature. They weren't really talking brass tacks as far as a contract, but they've already made a standing offer out to him. So I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers here if I had to predict, because I just simply believe that the team is aggressive here. He's their number one choice. As it stands, the Giants, they have not given up on Aaron Rodgers, even though they signed Jameis Winston. But reading the tea leaves here, it looks like the Steelers are in pole position to potentially get this done.
Okay, got it. So you made me walk over there twice. So Aaron.
Ocho, the Giants reportedly haven't given up on Aaron Rodgers despite signing Jameis Winston. Following Rodgers' visit to the Steelers on Friday, the G-men reportedly haven't stopped their pursuit of the 41-year-old. Jeremy Fowler reports the Giants have not given up on Aaron Rodgers even though they signed Jameis Winston. But reading the tea leaves here, it looks like the Steelers are in the pole position to potentially get it done. The Giants signed Winston to a 2-year, $8 million deal. Excuse me. Hey, just hours after Rodgers' meeting with the Steelers. Ocho, do you see the Steelers as a proper landing spot, or is it the Giants?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I can't really put myself in Aaron Rodgers' shoes, but if you look at the landscape of the offense on where I would prefer to be, Malik Neighbors is nice.
Yeah.
He's nice. That's one good one to throw to. But you got two good ones over there with the Steelers.
Correct.
Me, personally, I would be choosing over there with Arthur Smith, George Pickens, and DK Metcalf. Let me get some of that. Let me get some of that. That's if I'm Aaron Rodgers. And understanding what you can do with two dynamic receivers like that, just get the ball out your hand. That's all. Just get the ball out your hands. I'm not sure who they have at running back. Just take some of the pressure off of Aaron so he ain't back there throwing the ball 100 times a game. But if I was a quarterback, I'm trying to go over there with the crash out. I call them the crash out brothers.
The Giants doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because why would you sign Aaron Rodgers and Jameis Winston and potentially – that means if you do that, Ocho, that means you're not going to get a quarterback.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe they're just talking. Maybe that's all smoke and mirrors.
Maybe
it's all smoke and mirrors, because what the Giants are going to do, they're going to need a quarterback for the future.
Yes.
If they sign Jameis Winston to a 1 year, they mean they sign Aaron Rodgers also to a 1 year. You got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind.
So where did that? So if Rodgers goes to Pittsburgh, where does that leave Russell Wilson? Cleveland?
That's a possibility. That is a possibility.
That's the only place I see, because Geno Smith is at the Raiders now. Yeah. Sam Darnold is at Seattle. I'm trying to figure out where else could he go. Who else needs a quarterback? They just put Jones in Indy to challenge Richardson. So I'm looking at the landscape, Ocho. I'm trying to figure out where can he go.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I really don't like what they did. I kind of like it and I don't like it. From a competitive standpoint, I don't like what they're doing to Richardson. But I also like it because now that you have somebody to push you and vying for your job, maybe that gets you to play at a higher level, because now you have something to worry about. But also sometimes it's pros and it's cons to that too, because now what happens if you press? What happens if you try too hard? What happens if you try not to make mistakes instead of just playing freely? I think it'd do more harm than good when you. I don't think they like Anthony Richardson for the future.
Ocho, they knew he was a reclamation project. He was not a high completion percentage guy in college. He wasn't he came in, his completion percentage was lower than Tebow's. And we know Tebow did not have a great completion percentage. I'm talking about in the NFL. I'm just the facts.
Right.
Just the facts. And the mere fact that they went out and signed Jones. What's his name? What's his first name? Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? And they gave him $14 million. How they gonna pay the backup more than they pay the starter?
Right.
What are they telling you, Ocho?
Yeah,
they tired of your bull jive. $14 million. You see what they gave? You see what they gave Jameis Winston backup money? You see what they give other backup money?
I have a question.
Chat.
Listen.
Stop talking about Cousins. Cousins was brought in to be a starter. He happened to be the backup because he lost his job.
Can you answer me something?
Yeah.
Why they give Jameis Winston what 1 for 8 or 2 for 8? What was it, 1 for 8 or 2 for 8?
2 for 8.
Okay, so why they gave him 14?
Why you think? They surmise he's gonna be the starter.
No, or does it have anything to do with age?
No. Because here's the thing, Ocho. The guy's like, hold on, if I'm coming in, because they want you to know. They want Anthony Richardson to know. Right. He's not coming to be your backup. Did you see what we paid him? We paid him more than you. Now all this come late, leave early.
Right.
All this the stuff that you've been doing, it ain't gonna go no more.
I got a question. Well, hold on. I got a question for you. Who's the backup in Indy right now?
Daniel Jones.
Now, what did Daniel Jones show us the last 2 places he was at?
He didn't show us nothing in Minnesota because he didn't get in. But the Giants.
My point exactly. So with the Giants, he had flashes. He had flashes of brilliance.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. But obviously, the Giants were in a position where it was either Barkley at a position that they don't value, or it was Daniel Jones. So they decided to pay Daniel Jones. But the small sample size and what we saw from him, I mean, he ain't the goddamn answer. He's not, and that's no disrespect to him. He's not the answer. But I think that it's a good thing. Again, like I said, there's pros and cons to it. You're bringing some competition. Most players, if you're competitive, oh man, this sucker ain't finna beat me out my job.
No way.
He ain't finna beat me out my job. I welcome you. I welcome this challenge. You talk about you don't believe in me? I got you. Hold on.
I mean, I wish they would have thought about bringing somebody in, Ocho. You about to be in your 3rd year, and they bringing a quarterback in. Ocho.
Man, please.
That better be year 12, year 14.
Okay. Now that's different. You know the 3rd year is you make it a break a year, right?
Yes.
The 3rd year at any skill position is the year you have arrived, where it's going to let us know if you've arrived or not. Either you got it or you don't by that point. So I'm assuming right now the Indianapolis Colts feel, you know what? We don't feel Anthony Richardson has it just yet, so we're going to bring in someone else that maybe can take over. But what we saw from the person they bring in to take over at 1 year for $14 million ain't the MF answer either.
But here's the problem that you're running against. Anthony Richardson is like, I got to make a decision. You see what quarterbacks making after their 3rd year?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I need to know.
Right.
I can't invest $300 million and you can't still be a project.
Right.
With $300 million guaranteed with that kind of money. You can't, Ocho. So they got to make a decision. And if he's not, I got to go back into the draft because I'm not going to pay him $300 million.
Right.
I'm not. You see what you just saw what Josh Allen got.
Wait. Come on, we can't do that now. We can't do that. Now, I understand what the quarterback market is, but Anthony Richardson, when it's his time to get paid, he's not going to be one of the quarterbacks that reset the market like a Josh Allen or Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson.
Let's see what C.J. Stroud get.
Oh, now C.J. Stroud is different.
That's my point. Now you see my point.
Okay.
If he's the guy, I've got to pay this number.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Now, being the starter and having to pay for actual play is 2 totally different things.
But still, even if that, you're going to have to pay him in excess. Is he going to be worth? Okay, Sam Darnold got 3 years, $105 million. Are you going to pay him $35 million a year, Ocho? And still be uncertain?
Yeah.
See, that's the point. The quarterback, see, Ocho, you can't pay that guy $5-6 million to be your starter.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vòng. Vòng hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là hoa hồng. Mọi người, hôm nay vòng của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là dâu tằm. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu làm nhé. Mọi người, đây là màu tím này.